Hey guys, it's Kate from secretsofseduction101.com, and recently I did a video about how women care about men. And in that video, I mentioned something about going ahead and telling you more about clingy versus caring, and this is that video. So a lot of guys with girlfriends, they think that their women may be too clingy, but I'm here to clear up some confusion. Although it is a thin line and many women walk this thin line, very much too close for comfort for many men and even myself looking at other people, because I see there's an unhealthy boundary with not being able to have a clear line of clinginess and caring. So I want to point out some signs of if your woman is clingy or not, and how you can proactively help her to not be so clingy. So if a woman is constantly asking you through all sorts of means of communication, texting, emailing, calling, social networking, if she's asking you where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, and when you'll be done, and the big one, if you want to see her afterwards, then she might be a little bit clingy. It is hard to see your partner more than half the week when you're in the dating phase. When you're married, it's different. You kind of have to. You live with each other. But in this case, when you're just dating, you have to be able to establish firm boundary lines, especially when it comes to hanging out with other people besides your significant other. A lot of times relationships fail because they see way too much of each other and they get bored, and then they start fighting, and then they break up. I'm sure that's no news that you haven't heard before, but I want to tell you just in case it is. So if your woman is constantly trying to hang out with you, then it is going to be a problem unless you're making yourself unavailable to her and you're not dedicating the right amount of time. I like to think that about half the week, every other day, is pretty good time to see each other, or a couple days a week. However you schedule it, it's most likely going to be the best. And I also want to point out another way that women can show that they are clingy. If they are constantly putting their priorities after you, and they're putting them aside and you're the center of their attention 24/7, and they're scheduling their life right around you, then it could be a sign that she's clingy. I hate to say it, but it's unhealthy. Women need to be able to have their own world, because in a relationship, it's your world, her world, and then your world together. That's how relationships are supposed to be, because you are really two people coming together as one, but you still have your two different worlds. So if you see that your woman is starting to be a little bit more clingy and she won't leave you alone, and she's intruding on social scenes where you're hanging out with the guys or you're hanging out with your friends, and she won't ever let you just hang out by yourself, or by yourself with other people, then you might want to approach her in a kind and calm manner. I want you to go ahead and sit your girl down and just tell her, hey, I feel like maybe we've been seeing a little bit too much of each other lately, and maybe it's taking a little away of the sparkle or the magic. Okay, I'm telling you this. Women, for some reason, we feel that there has to be sparkle and magic in love. Okay, let me just tell you this one thing. As a woman who has seen love, who has seen desperate times, who has seen, a broken heart, but mostly love, I want to tell you, there's no magic, there's no sparkle. It's just two people who like each other and who are willing to get along. So go ahead, I'm just going to tell you this. Just go ahead and play into her game of it being sparkle and magic. Okay, maybe game wasn't the right word to use, but go ahead and use those words, because they will be more appealing to a woman. By using those very much emotionally charged words when having a conversation with your lady, it will show her that you're concerned about what she wants, because when it comes down to it, women want sparkle, women want magic. So go ahead and give it to her, right? Yeah, that's the way to go. So go ahead and tell her, hey, I just feel like maybe it's going to be lost a little bit. and tell her that you would like to be able to rekindle that with her, and that maybe if you guys only see each other half a week, or if you see each other every couple of days, you know, that kind of a thing, or even every other day, that maybe you think that you'd look forward to seeing her more and you'd be more excited like you were when you first started dating. I know that it may be hard for her to hear, but be sure to reinforce her with all the positive things that you love about her, and tell her how much, you know, your time with her really means something to you, and that your time with your friends really means something to you too. And point out to her that you want her to be able to enjoy life without you, because you should want that, because if you don't, then you're probably clingy to her. But that's a whole nother story. So I want you to encourage your lady to go out with her girlfriends, go out with her guy friends even, and I want you to be comfortable letting her go and letting her experience life outside of the relationship, because as much as your world together is a lot of fun, you still kind of like having your world over here, right? And you probably want her to go back here to her world every once in a while, because hey, girls can get annoying. But it's okay. You don't have to use those words. You don't have to say, "Ugh, you're annoying me," like blah blah blah, go back, you know? Because that's not how women are made to respond to things. Like, we're gonna probably blow up and go crazy on you if you use those kind of words. So use the sparkle, use the magic, and be kind. Reinforce her with positivity, and tell her that you want the best for her in life by being able to see more of her friends, and by letting you grow individually and letting her grow individually, and coming together into your world together, our world, and tell her that if your worlds here are stronger, then this world here is going to be stronger. I guarantee you she will come to an understanding with you. It may not be easy at first, but in the end, if you're honest, you're caring, and you reinforce with positivity, oh, and don't forget the sparkle of magic, then it's going to work. So I hope that works for you guys. Let me know. I would love to hear more comments on this. If you guys want to give a video response, that would be awesome too, actually. I'm eager to know if any of my advice is even helping you guys. I mean, I've gotten an influx of a lot of questions lately, but I want to know, is my advice working? So go ahead and just shoot me back. I'd love it, guys. Well, thanks, and don't forget, check out more of secretsofseduction101.com. All right, thanks, and have a great day.